Crossroads, and I truly believe that in my heart. Here we stand, and we have to decide, are we going to go forward down this road that we have traveled over the last 8 years? I look back down that road, and it is not pretty. It is quite ugly. It is quite ugly. But we stand here, and we have to choose. Do we travel down this road, or do we take that road that Robert Frost called the road less taken? And I'll tell you that this time, we have no choice. We have no choice but to take that road. Because look behind us. Look at what we've seen. What we've seen is not the South Carolina I know in Hartsville or Darlington County or in Camden, where I grew up and proudly reside with my 3 wonderful sons and a beautiful wife of 15 years. What I've seen over the last 8 years are leaders in South Carolina who aren't the people of South Carolina that I know and love. We've seen a treasurer go to jail for drug dealing. We've seen an agricultural secretary go to jail for bribery. We've seen a governor who abdicated his responsibilities to us, the people of this state, and ended up pleading no contest to over 60 ethics violations. And here we are deciding where to go, and this is where we stand. We stand in a state with one of the highest unemployment rates in the entire nation. We stand in a state that is laying public school teachers off by the hundreds at a rate we have never seen in my lifetime. We stand in a state where our young people, our young professionals are having to leave and go to North Carolina and Georgia and Tennessee and other southeastern states to seek opportunity. We live in a state that right now is the butt of late night television jokes over and over and over again. And if you love this state as much as I do, you're tired of it. And you ain't putting up with it anymore, because I know I'm not. I'm not putting up with what we've had leading the state of South Carolina anymore, because we deserve better. Because I don't know about y'all. Yes, I do know about y'all, because you're from Hartsville. And Hartsville's not all that different from Camden. Where I grew up, I was taught, if you're going to say it, you better do it. If you're going to talk about transparency, then you know what? You better let people look on your government-owned computer and not hide your emails. If you're going to talk about accountability, you better be willing to show your tax returns and pay your taxes on time and not talk about other people until you start living that way yourself. I'm proud of what I've done. I'm proud of the service that I've rendered in the South Carolina Senate. I'm proud to have actually accomplished things for this state. Because if there's one thing I've seen over the last 8 years, it's that having a governor who didn't accomplish anything when he was in the House of Representatives sure ain't accomplished anything as governor, and I don't want another one that's doing the same thing. We can do a whole lot better, and we will. I'm proud to look out across this room and see South Carolina. I'm proud to have in this room Democrats, Republicans, Independents, people of all walks of life. Because this is a community. This is what South Carolina is supposed to be about. We have lived with division, squabbling, pettiness for the last few years. It's time for us to have a leader with a vision, who will bring people together, who will help lead us forward. Whether you're in the upstate or the low country, wherever you're at in South Carolina, we're all in this together. I am proud to be the graduate of a public school running for governor, the only one in this race, by the way, I want you to know. I'm proud to have my kids in public schools, and I am proud that I'll be the first governor. I believe I'll be the first governor in the state of South Carolina's history in 200 plus years who will have attended integrated public schools from start to finish. And that's the kind of story we need to tell in this